morning to ya. And a happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if that's the actual accent. It was in my gut. I went with it. If it was wrong, I apologize. If you are going out to celebrate St. Patrick's Day tonight, safety first. Now, do I have a tale for you revolving around the day dedicated to the saint known as Patrick? I love when my children teach me things. A couple of years ago, on this very day, I go to pick up my children from the parental unit's house that have the title of Grand. I walk in, I'm greeted warmly and affectionately by my children. Why wouldn't I be? I'm one of their most favorite people on the planet, as they are mine. I look over and I see the grandparents both just sitting on the couch with a grin on their face. Not like a happy laughing grin, but like a, don't worry, you'll see. There's a disturbance in the force. I look back to my children, I say, guys, what have you been doing? How's your day? My daughter goes, we made leprechaun traps. Babe, I had no idea such traps were in existence. I need to see these traps immediately. They lead me into the kitchen where my son's trap is elegantly placed on the table. It's a piece of construction paper. Green. He wrote on all four sides, Leprechaun Playhouse, with a little path leading to the center. In the center was an origami box that he had constructed and placed a quarter inside. That box was placed in the middle of a lake of glue. He thought perhaps the leprechaun would see the glue, know what it was, and not go after the quarter. So he covered it in a shiny substance known as glitter. Well played, son. Well played. My children are brilliant. I was like, buddy, that is so ingenious. That is amazing. Babe, where's yours? Mine's out back. She leads me out the back door. I take one step and holy wings of Hermes! All of a sudden, the reason for those smiles on the grandparents' face just clicked right into focus. My daughter did not use construction paper. Nay! She used the entire patio for her masterpiece with a lot of glue. Copious amounts of all of the glue. I have no idea how a 6-year-old obtains that much glue. I imagine the only way was for the delivery driver from Phineas and Ferb to pull up and be like, hey, aren't you a little young to have 50,000 gallons of glue? And her be like, yes, I am. When you're a parent, this is the time you have two choices to make. One, just get super angry and crush the creativity. That's not me. Two, recognize that this is hilarious, brilliant, and not on my patio. What are we working with, baby? Tell me about this trap. Along the entire border of the patio, she made a wall. She made a border wall. I don't know how well border walls work here in the States, but for leprechauns, they're incredibly efficient. This wall is about 2 inches tall, made of construction paper. Don't worry, it's glued down. On the other side of said wall, there is a moat of glue. And I'm like, babe, what's the reason for the moat? She has thought this through far too much. She goes, yeah, I was worried that he wouldn't go through my gate. There's a gate? So I made this wall. If he hopped the wall, then he'd land in the moat and I'd be able to get him. This is my daughter, let me tell you what. And she thought her brother had a fantastic idea. Glitter everywhere. The tactics this girl is wielding. Look out, world. She walks me over to the gate, which is another piece of construction paper, glued down. You wouldn't want your gate blown away, now would you? She walks up and she goes, welcome to Leprechaun Land. Well, thank you, babe. I'm excited to be here. Behind this gate, a maze of glue and double backs and switcheroos and everything. The maze runner himself would never make it through this. And in the center of that maze is a pile of quarters. Game on, leprechaun. Every so often there'd be like a stick or like a leaf, again in glue. And I asked her why she put those in there. She was worried the leprechaun might approach from the east and in doing so, discern the layout of the trap. Stands to reason. She gets done explaining it, and I have to ask. Baby, I love it. What made you build such an epic trap? She looks at me like, Father, have you hit your head? Do you not know? Daddy, if you catch a leprechaun, you get a wish. Right you are, my love, right you are. What wish merits this? I want a unicorn. Well, baby, you're gonna need a leprechaun to get one, so good thinking. I learned a valuable lesson from my daughter that day. When you have something that you want more than anything in the world, you do whatever it takes to make a trap to capture the entity that will provide you with a wish to get said item. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go get yourself a unicorn.